New in from Merlin, we have two fantastic items of footwear in the men's and women's. We have the Ether in the men's and the Selena in the women's. These are a workwear inspired boot coming in spring/summer 2020, but they're very much a 12-season riding boot owing to the fact they have a waterproof and breathable triple Hipora liner inside underneath the leather cowhide outer. This is a boot that's got that workwear inspired look, obviously coming in the brown and in the black and coming in at $149.99, which is a really cracking price, as I always will say with Merlin, because when you consider the range of spec it has on offer, the fact that they're CE approved, they're very comfortable, and they're just really nicely finished with some real premium quality detailing too. So the sizing is always true to the size guide. Head over to the urbanrider.co.uk site and you'll see any conversions between UK and European sizing. These ones are done in UK sizing as they are a UK brand. The actual outer itself is a really nice premium cowhide, which has a nice grainy element to the finish, so it looks really, really nice. As you can see, the brown is just a slightly different colour between the men's and the women's version, just being slightly lighter. The black is exactly the same. They both ship with a pair of green laces as an alternate, which seems a little bit random, but it's there as an option if you want it. Compared to something like the Reuben boot, also available from Merlin, and a kind of similar concept, these are £20 more at $149.99, but for that you do definitely get slightly more premium features, such as the fact that it's got the D3O impact protection within the boot. So it's not that common to see D3O in boots. We're quite familiar with it now in jackets and in trousers, but it's soft, malleable protection that locks together on impact. So it's a really good idea actually when it comes to things like the malleolus protection to have something actually soft rather than a sort of hard plastic cap that's incorporated into the squidgy fabric, because you do tend to feel it if you exert pressure on it as you're riding along, whereas with the D3O, it's far more comfortable to wear, it's far more neatly integrated. There's also an anatomically shaped footbed, and there's also an antibacterial lining to it. The footbed as well is lined with the D3O as well for extra impact absorption. You can see on the upper, on the men's version, you have this leather overlay panel, which is quite common. This is for prevention of abrasion to the upper from things like the gear selector. And you'll note the contrast stitching running around that and through the upper part as well. You've got this really nice padded entrance on both boots to this tongue area. So something I like, so you can do it up really tight and it doesn't detract from the comfort at all. So nice padding element going on to these. Definitely suitable for that 12-month riding. I would say if anything, they're probably not the most airy and lightweight when it comes to real high summer temperatures. But as we are experiencing right now, you do get colder and very wet days indeed in the summer as well. So it's always useful having something like this for just any occasion. And it would have to be really quite hot for them to become too uncomfortable to use. So you also will notice there's this zip that runs on the inside, externally accessed, and this has this triple Hipora liner just underneath it. So that's going to stop any water getting through that gets through the zip. And this is essentially for ease of getting the boots on and off quickly. So you don't have to do it via the laces down the front. You can simply open this, stretch out the gusset and get your feet in nice and quickly. So it's a bit less hassle essentially. There's a really nice sole to the boots, as I sort of alluded to earlier. Really good, durable, anti-slip, oil resistant as well. Boots are of course CE approved. You've got these thermoformed toe and heel areas as well. So basically all the boxes ticked when it comes to a protective boot. So these are definitely worth a shout. If you want something that's a workwear inspired boot, we now have quite a large range within our collection. I think my pick of the bunch would definitely between these and the Style Martin District boots that we recently reviewed, which are at £20 more, and they're just a slightly different finish. Both of them are wonderful options. You couldn't go wrong with either really. So if you've got any questions, comments or whatever, put that in the section below. Both of these are in stock and available right now. And stay tuned for more video reviews of the world's finest riding gear. Thank you so much for watching. See you again soon. Goodbye.